We have Ziva Nissan from Logitech, and we're going to take a quick look at the cc3000e. All right, just want to point out some things about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we wanted to do was to develop a PC peripheral that you could hook up to your USB port on your PC or Mac, fire up Microsoft Link or any other application, and be able to support a video conference call with up to 10 people in the room. So we implemented the high quality video performance and the audio performance in a omnidirectional full duplex speakerphone to support that type of a call, a 10-person call. And things like also the camera, which support 90-degree field of view and a 10x lossless zoom, plus the high-quality full HD performance that you need for a professional call with multiple people in the room.
All right. Do you want to just make the camera move?
Sure.
Just to show people the difference between the BCC950. So we're going to hold the camera, or my camera, close to the...
Okay, so as you can see, I'm panning the camera around. I can point to either the speakerphone, since it has the sensors there as well, and the camera has a full 260-degree pan and a 130-degree tilt. So I can also tilt the camera upwards if we wanted to show something upwards or downwards, which is great because there's multiple options for mounting the camera, whether you want to mount it up on a wall or on your table, below the LCD, whatever you would like to do.
Very good. And one of the things I've noticed, it's if you have the BCC950, this is much quieter. In other words, it's silent. You do not hear it in the mic.
That is correct. We really endeavor to improve on not only the sound and lessening that, because you don't want to hear a motor while you're in a professional call, but also on the smoothness of the zoom and the pan and the tilt, so that you could stop on a dime.
Gotcha. One of the things I also noticed related to the BCC950, it moves a little slower. Am I correct?
The cc3000e?
Yeah.
Yes, it does move a little bit slower. We did hear that people like to have that control. What it will do, though, is if you're in a continuous pan, it will start to speed up, knowing that you're trying to get to a certain place in the room.
Gotcha. Very good. And one of the things from when I was here the last time around, when we took it off, it has a standard camera, what do you call that?
Tripod thread.
Tripod thread on the bottom, as
Yes.
you can notice. And when I took it off, it's not a super heavy unit. It's not overly weighty. And as Ziva noted, you can point the remote at the camera. We have an infrared on the camera, and or you can point it at the base.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And, so for the tripod thread, we wanted, again, to give our customers multiple options for mounting, whether it be on the table or on their own tripod or on the wall. And also, as far as the lightness, we wanted to give it enough heaviness so it's substantial, but still keep it light so that there was a degree of portability. So if you want to move it from room to room for whatever reason, you can easily do that.
Sure. How about we would it work to do a zoom out and then the whole way in, just to give a sense of so we have the camera is showing.
So we're going to actually point over here because we're sending video to the other screen.
All right.
So here, right here, is
so
the
this
cc3000 video
okay.
screen. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is actually zoom in. So I'll
we're,
point over here,
so we're zooming the whole
and we
way.
can see my colleagues. And what I'll do is also tilt up so that you can also see the autofocus kick in right away.
Yeah.
So you can see that sign, for instance, behind my colleague there that says end-to-end solutions pretty clearly. So if you were going to do some whiteboarding or collaboration, you can easily do that, and the people on the other end can see exactly what you're writing, even in a small font.
Okay, very good. And this is H264 SVC?
SVC, correct.
Okay.
Which is compatible with Link 2013, so
Yeah.
you're getting that full performance and encoding on the camera.
Okay. And maybe is there any more you wanted to say about the video, or do we move to the audio now?
We can move to the audio.
One of the things you had mentioned, it's for 10-person meeting. That's kind of the max. And I think I'd asked this before. There is not extension mics. Am I correct to say that?
Yeah. So we were looking to to a space that would hold 10 people. So what we did is we increased the range of the speakerphone for a 20-foot diameter. So even if you're standing all the way back here and you're talking in your regular voice, like I am now, you're going to be picked up by the speakerphone.
Okay.
So it has a great range and great acoustics with echo cancellation, noise cancellation, full duplex, and a really great quality.
Okay. Why don't we take a little look at the speaker and control unit?
Sure. So as you see, the speaker has an LCD. So if I'm in a link call, for instance, I can see the caller ID and I can see the duration of the call and get information. And this works in other applications as well. It gives me some information. I'm connected to USB. And in addition, also, we added Bluetooth to the speakerphone. So if you wanted to host a call from your mobile device, you have a contact on your mobile device that you want to call, and there's like 10 of us around, rather than all talking into the smartphone, you can just use the speakerphone in order to broadcast that and have a beautiful audio call from your mobile device.
So that brings up a good question. The options, the connectivity options are USB and Bluetooth, but not Ethernet. Am I thinking right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So you can use, if you're NFC enabled, you can tap and pair through NFC or pair here through the Bluetooth. And then we have a console that you can, that is also on the remote as well, all the function buttons. So you can answer and hang up a call. You can do, of course, the camera controls, zoom and pan. And in addition, we have two new features we added. One is, again, controlling the far end camera, as we talked about. So you can toggle between panning, tilting, and zooming your local camera versus the remote camera. And also something that was a big request from users when we introduced the cc3000e was being able to set a preset.
Yeah.
So the camera wakes up and you want it to go to a certain position because you have it mounted in a certain location.
Yeah.
You can set a preset so it always wakes up to that position.
Yeah. That is a request I had for the BCC950, so that's a good addition. Looking at the controls, the controls on the unit they're not buttons, they're touch, but you have the hang up, pick up, zoom. You already mentioned. I don't need to go over that again. Are there any more things that display on the screen? So we have, what do we have here? Oh, the amount of time it's in a conference,
Yeah.
and I imagine the link user that it called, or is it itself?
Oh no, so this is the link user that you're talking
That you're
to.
talking, of
if
course.
there's a phone number associated, we'll show that.
Yep.
If you're on a Bluetooth call, it will also show the number that you're calling or the number that's calling you.
Yep.
And then also we have things like a function response. So for instance, on the preset, when I press and hold the preset, for instance, it will show you that this is now set, and it will always go to that location.
So it's simple to set your location, just press and hold, and now you have it set. And I imagine tap sends it there.
Yes, exactly. Tap will send it there. And then, things that you would expect like volume, control, and again, if you're paired to Bluetooth, it will show up there.
And I see the red light is on. Is that do not
So this is mute.
mute?
Yeah, so we're at a show and there's a lot of noise, so I
Sure,
put it
sure.
on mute not to...
And it's blue when it's on regular?
Yeah, it's blue when it's on regular, and when you're receiving a link call or you're receiving a call from another application, it will flash, and you'll hear the ringing sound.
And I noticed that there is a clever thing with the little handheld. It just lays in the tray. That's kind of clever. So
That is correct.
Yeah.
And we put other options also that our business customers expect, like we put a Kensington lock enablement on both the speakerphone and the camera, which again, for added security, was really important to our business customers.
So imagine
you
it's
can
on the
see
back.
it- Yeah, you can see it on the back there.
So really so the Kensington lock, and I see the RF, doesn't matter, the remote connection.
IR, yeah.
Yep. And of course the speakers on the top. Okay. All right. And then one last piece, I guess, is the little hub.
Yeah. So what we did is to make it convenient to set up and to keep everything neat. Because the speakerphone is USB and the camera is USB, and it also requires external power because there's a lot of technology in this. We put everything connected through a central hub. It's very, very easy to connect. You connect the speakerphone and the camera to this hub, and then you connect the hub to USB. And then, of course, external power. So everything not only connects in a central location, but it allows us to give more length between the camera and the speakerphone for USB. So USB has certain limitations about the length that it will support and still be in specification.
Yeah.
But by putting a hub, we were able to allow for 32 feet of length between where the camera sits and where the speakerphone sits, which is really important to our IT customers because they may want to put the cables behind the wall or under the table, and also have different options for how they set up the device in the room.
All right. Okay, that sounds to me like we have pretty much covered. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
I would like to add that the solution is under $1,000, so the MSRP is $999. Which is great, makes it very affordable, and is so easy to use. If you know how to use an application on your PC, then you can start a 10-person call anywhere.
All right. Well, thank you. It's Ziva Nissan from Logitech, and just giving an overview of the cc3000e. So, thanks.
Thank you, Matt.